Rani Jethmalani's charge that Congress I party officials incited the mobs may be colored by the fact that she's a leading member of the opposition Janata Party. But her evidence has been corroborated by others. And Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi has ordered that action be taken against members of his own party if they joined in the violence.
The question now is whether Rajiv Gandhi can hold the country together and pave the way for orderly elections in the new year. We are joined from New Delhi by Romesh Thapar, one of India's most distinguished journalists and commentators. Mr. Thapar, do you believe that the government has done all that it might have to stop the bloodletting, that orgy of killing and destruction?
Well, you see, what happened actually was that the police system collapsed or got involved or colluded. We are not quite sure as yet, but certainly the police were not visible when the assault developed on the community, and the government was somewhat startled by this total collapse, and I suppose somewhat unbelieving. But it began to gather some sort of momentum, but the reluctance to move in the army certainly created a situation which got out of hand. The local mobs, largely composed of lumpen youth and the lower stratas of society, including peasants drawn from villages on the periphery of Delhi, these mobs apparently got direction from local leaders, and it is alleged that these local leaders were members of the ruling party. Now, we still believe that there will be an announcement about the election date, and that will bring a certain amount of stability to the general Indian situation. But the Punjabi problem, the problem of the Sikh community, is a major problem, demanding urgent priority treatment. And I think the new Prime Minister will be tested on what he does in this context.
Hindus are attacking them everywhere, enraged by the assassination of Indira Gandhi by her own Sikh bodyguards. Soldiers are patrolling the streets, but grisly murders continue. Sikhs were burned alive in this truck. Others have been burned alive in their homes by Hindu mobs. Some Sikh neighborhoods are nothing but smoldering, but Sikhs are terrified that it won't stop. Don Murray reports.
As day broke, New Delhi was still a city besieged by violence. But by midday, the capital had achieved a state of uneasy calm. On the outskirts of the city, other Sikhs had been unable to find refuge. 14 were killed in this township by Hindu villagers. Their house...
When Mrs. Gandhi's funeral is over, because I suspect the most dangerous time will be when the crowds disperse and are on their way home.
There were problems during the day, but compared to the last 3 days, they were minor. And after Mrs. Gandhi's cremation, there weren't the huge crowds that killed, burned, and looted their ways through sections of New Delhi. Streets that had been chaotic were finally calm. India's army was ordered to regain control of the streets.